There's your race leader. And you know, we're racing here today at the Nashville Superspeedway, just outside of the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. But really, Dan Pardis, it's the old Fairgrounds half mile that started off so many major racing careers of professional stock car racing and really had such an influence on where NASCAR went and the big names that helped make the series what it is.
Such history at the original NASCAR Nashville track. I raced there in a Dash series. Lots of history there. Just up to 5-6 years ago, we built this beautiful facility here, but originally it's from the original Nashville track. The Waltrips, the Marlins, everybody cut their teeth here. The Greens.
Mike Harmon behind the wall in the 38. Looks like he's done for a while, or maybe for the rest of the afternoon.
Tough day for Mike. Was a full-time competitor in a NASCAR Busch Series the past 2 seasons, and just got needed some sponsorship. Didn't quite was able to put it together, so he said, heck, I'm going to go have fun in the ARCA Re series. Great series, and he's been running over here. Hope to see him with us all year.
Well, the old saying was, if you could come to Nashville and win with the level of competition that was down here, then you could pretty much go anywhere in a stock car and be competitive. Tandy Marlin's family did it for years, and he's trying to do it here today. A little bit bigger racetrack, but still an impressive list of names running with us today. Joey Miller in that number 9, battling for 3rd right now with the 88 car, and it's a good fight for that position as Chase Miller fights it out with him in the black 88.
Bobby John's own Chase Miller car that he's driving, great race car. Bobby originally out of Florida, moved that shop to Charlotte, North Carolina, and the strip of Florida race car, trying to put a great racing effort. He told me yesterday, he said, "Need to watch this kid Chase. That he's a hot shot." He said he's up and coming, and I said, "Bobby, which one's not?" So we got about a half the feel of him.
Well, Joey got away from him pretty quick, didn't he? Got around him and is now starting to pull away from Chase Miller's 88.
I noticed Joey's just rolling through the center and picking up the gas quicker than any other car on the track. And looking at the monitors, he definitely seems to be the fastest car lap after lap.
There's the 43 car, Chevy White, running in 2nd place and having a good run, Don.
Well, I would agree with you 100%, Ralph, but one of those reasons he's having a good run, again, they have not been down pit road yet. Have a really good race car, really stout. Just talked to the crew chief, Sandy Speaks. They're very happy, but they are concerned because, like Tandy Marlin, they haven't had service on pit road yet, and they badly need it. This is Chevy's 3rd career start. He's had top 10s in both runs, 8th here at Nashville last year and 9th at Chicagoland last year. Doing a great job, but man, they need pit road service bad.
I know from the pit windows that we're at lap 67. They're at the end of their pit window. They're within 5 laps at the absolute most from running out of gas. So they don't get a caution soon, we're going to see the 1st and 2nd place car run out of gas.
That's a pretty good prediction. Again, our window was 45 to 55 laps until this year. We went to the rev boxes. We can maximize our RPM at 8,800, so we're getting a little bit better fuel mileage, 50 to 60 laps. Maybe 65, Billy, but that would probably be maximum, would you say?
Well, that's right. 67. I can't imagine going to 72. Especially we've been green most of the race. I really think it's going to be tough for the 43 or the 77 to stick out there much longer.
The battle for 2nd didn't last long as Joey Miller comes flying by up on the inside and takes it away from Chevy White. With that 9 car, gentlemen, sure looks good today.
Yeah, it does. Really, really good race car. Again, confidence is everything here at Nashville, and as a race car driver, it really helps. There you see Frank Kimmel on board. Frank falling back a little bit.
All the way to 7.
Problem. We'll have to check in with his crew down here as the race progresses and find out if we got a little bit of problem there.
You know, Frank is a big part of the reason why you now get a guitar again for winning here at Nashville. He said growing up as a kid, he spent all those years going to the old Nashville Fairgrounds half mile, and he'd see the guys win the guitars for winning the All-American 400. And he said, someday I want to win one of those guitars. And when he won for the first time here at the big Speedway, when they opened it up, he didn't get a guitar. He was frustrated. He was upset. And he said, I think I shamed them into giving me one. They got it made, and from that race on, you now once again get a guitar, a Gibson Les Paul, painted by renowned racing artist Sam Bass for winning at Nashville.
Great trophy to have. Me as a racer, I'd love to have a guitar hanging in my room. How about you, Bill?
I'd love to have one of those.
Well, somebody's going to get one here in a few more laps. Was in the limelight at the front of today's ARCA Re 150 from the Nashville Superspeedway. The 77 got close to running out of fuel, had to dive down pit road, gave up the lead to Joey Miller, and then, guys, there you see Joey Miller out in front. things were tough for him getting that car started again.
Well, that's what you risk. When you stretch fuel to that point, he's out of fuel here when the 9 goes by him, you can tell. And then when you stretch it that far, it's going to always take a while to get that thing fired back up on pit road, and it pretty much ruins your day. Your day's over at that point.
Crew had to push him a good 100 yards down pit road to get the 77 started. And now he's just dropping way back to 26th position.
Tough break. Our next victim, guys, is going to be Chevy White, too, I believe, the 43 car. He has got to come in for fuel. We don't believe he pitted earlier also, so we're going to be looking for him to come down pit road.
Make matters worse, Dan, it looks like he's now 2 laps down, too, as Tandy Marlin. So, tough break for Tandy Marlin.
Same thing for Chase Miller. He ran out of fuel also, and he's going to be showing a couple laps down. But I think that I'm going to have to say Chevy White must have pitted on one of those early cautions we going this far, because there's no way he's getting this kind of gas mileage.
Chase was having a good run in the 88 car, too. He was up front for a while, but this seems to be the car to beat here today. Joey Miller's number 9 has certainly been the car to keep tabs on. He has been very, very strong up front all afternoon. Well, let's find out more about the 46 car, a machine that we expected to be up near the front. Started inside second row. Now he's up to 6th position as he starts his way back towards the front. That, of course, is Frank Kimmel. Trouble in one section of the racetrack. Looks like the 41 bounced off the wall and has gotten things straightened back out. Josh Clemens seems to be okay. All right, well, let's head back downstairs to Dan. Or Don Radaba, I should say. Well, we're going to take a look at the replay instead. Well, looks like the 12 got loose, Bill.
Oh, that always happens. When you get down the corner and someone's that close to your right rear, with those stiff rear springs we run now, it dumps the air off your spoiler, and it's the freest you'll ever feel a race car. Collier got loose and just had to chase it up.
Mario Gosselin in the 12 car.
Good racer. Unfortunately, when you get down on the bottom and the car gets right on the outside, he takes that air on the outside of the race car, the air that holds, it's a cushion of air that holds that race car on the racetrack, and it turns into no air, basically a neutral zone, and the car gets really loose, and that's what you've seen there. But 41 car, Josh did a great job of holding on that race car and keeping it out of the fence. We go under caution, but pretty much accident free.
4th one of the day. And what a tough break for Tandy Marlin and some of the others, as they were basically just 2-3 laps short of getting that caution they desperately needed.
Yeah, well, you knew when they risked it that there's always that chance and that opportunity to possibly run out of fuel, and it just went green too long. You know, normally in the ARCA race, you're not going to see that long of a green flag run, but we saw it today and it bit him.
See the dominant car of Joey Miller again. This race car won here last year in the ARCA race from 2 laps down. Just a great race car. Great program that Matt Hagens puts under this young lad.
34 laps to go. Looks like Joey Miller might be making his way down pit road. We saw Blake Fees win this race with just 1 stop. What do? Do you make this stop or do you stay out, Billy?
No, they're all going to have to make this stop. I don't think from where we were, we pitted on, I would have to check on what lap, but it would be, I don't believe anyone can make it from that last pit stop. So everyone's going to come in, and I probably would think they're going to put 4 on.
To Don Radaba.
With Joey Miller, the Country Joe Holmes Dodge, this should get them to the checkered flag. They hope anyway. Right side tires going on. They'll take 4 tires here and a complete load of Sunoco gas. They will make an air pressure adjustment on the way. Joey Miller getting service on pit road to Lindsey Zarniak.
The number 7 of Kyle Kristoloff is in. They're going to add fuel, make tire changes. They are going to add take a half-pound out of the right front. He will be down and away. Now we go to Erin Crocker. She is in. They're refueling her, changing both sides of tires, we are told. They're going around the right, now going to the left. And trouble in the Kristoloff pit. We will find out what that is and get right back to you guys.
Well, we saw Kyle storm away. Don't see anything wrong with the car. We'll get back to Lindsey in a little bit and find out what the issue was with Kyle Kristoloff when we come back to the Nashville Superspeedway, where we're working our way closer to the completion of the ARCA Remax 150. Jackson returns to Palm Beach. More wheels, more chrome, more cars. The world's greatest automobile auction is back. Barrett-Jackson, Palm Beach. Bidding starts April 1st at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Speed. That should be a lot of fun. Major changes at the front of the field. Wow, did things turn upside down in the hurry for the 20 of Weaver, the 9 of Miller, and the 7 of Kristoloff. They've all been penalized. Don, let's touch base with you, and you can maybe explain to us what went wrong for those 3 cars.
Well, Ralph, I will do my best, and to help me out here is the crew chief, Mike Chaffee, on the 9 car. I understand they did not use the pit road access lane. Is that what's going on, and you guys are being penalized? And if so, what is the penalty?
Yeah, 10-4, I do have to call the green here, but we went up on the racetrack too soon, so we got to go to the tail.
Okay, they got to go to the tail end of the longest line, so not the end of the world. To Lindsey Zarniak.
Gerhard, crew chief, and Kyle Kristoloff, you're penalized for not using the access road. What is your reaction to that?
Well, tough deal, you know. He was running good, had a shot to win it. Right now, we'll just do the best we can, get back up front as far as we can. We got a good car, but maybe tough to win now.
Well, how does your strategy change now?
Well, you know, we got a lot of traffic now, and it's tough to pass, and we'll just bring it to the front as hard as we can.
That's Chad Martin in the 10, Chad Blount in the 67 battling there. That was kind of a wild start, wasn't it?
Well, I think what happened was there were some cars that had been put, that were behind the leaders. Then when they got put to the back of the pack, there were cars lapped down that were in front of what was then the assumed leader, being the 67 car. So they're trying hard to stay in that lead lap. That's all you got to do. You got to fight and claw to try to do that.
Well, these two fighting and clawing their way for first as they battle hard for the lead here at Nashville. And Aaron Crocker starting to roll into this fight as well. And Ray Evernham's number 98. As she tries to become the first woman ever to win an ARCA race. And look at this, 3 wide off of 4. And she comes right up to take away second place from Martin. A strong move. Now, can she hunt down Blount as they go down into 1?
Oh, hold on.
Right in there. Hang on, Aaron.
Wow, great job.
Oh, what a tremendous save.
That's what we're talking about, dumping that air off that spoiler. She got real close to that 67 and around she came.
Woo, great job. She is used to driving sideways, boys, as you can see on the dirt, the World of Outlaws. She did a great job of holding on to that race car.
Now we go yellow. Well,
man, great job of holding on to the race car. Again, like Billy says, you dump air off that spoiler and it gets a little loose. She drives down to the bottom, pushes up a little bit, did get in the side of Chad Blount. Chad did give her a little bit of room, but she lost it. Drove down to the bottom of the racetrack, stayed in the gas. Great job.
Yeah, it looked like she definitely had to crank the wheels hard to the left, and I'm sure that really hurt the attitude of the car. And then when the front tires grabbed, around it came. And there it goes.
The young lady who was once voted, and I stress voted, by the rest of the boys that she was playing ice hockey with to be their team captain, just made a tremendous save. This is one young lady not afraid to get in there and mix it up with the boys, as she just proved right there. And apparently, so thought her fellow hockey players.
I'll tell you, you got to tell the 67 a heck of a job, too. He did a good job saving that car.
Sure
Yes,
did.
He did. All right, getting closer to the end. Chad Blount leads it with Chad Martin right behind him.